Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day one of Nourish. I've been really thinking about nourishment. How do I nourish myself? And nourishment has a very particular feeling for me. It has a sense of depth, of meeting myself, of a little bit of friction. Like it's that thing of, oh, I have to, if I want to draw, I have to take the things out and I have to make time. Or if I go for a walk in the forest, or if I sit with myself and just be with how I am, there's a little bit of friction. It's not like, oh, I'm going to be good to myself. It's how do I nourish the deep of me? How do I make choices that come from a place of deep within me that are wholesome and connected to how I am and who I am? So this month is all about, well, these 23 days are all about how do we nourish ourselves? How do we cultivate a practice of nourishment in our daily lives with 20 minutes of yoga? And how do we maybe intend at some stage in the day to do something small that feeds the deep of us? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. So we're gonna use the wave as the way, or the vehicle for the nourishment that we will have this month. And so the wave starts on the floor, comes up to cat or something on hands and knees, downward dog, standing, back down, down, down onto the floor, and then ending. And the ending will probably be a seated meditation. And so I have something to sit on. And so just future reference, have something to sit on, okay? So come lie on your back and we shall begin. Come. So land in, arrive onto the floor, and just have a sense of this moment in your body. And moving in nourishment for me has a sense of really feeling the movements in my body. So the movement, it's a bit like Sesame Street. Today's class is brought to you by, today's movement is draw your knee in, squeeze it up towards you, and then slowly begin to lengthen that. I use the right leg. Lengthen the right leg long so it floats just above the floor. Bend your right knee up, squeeze it in, and then lengthen it long till it floats just above the floor. And as you move, feel your body. Get a sense of awakening, enlivening, connecting. So for me, that's in this kind of this very satisfied sense of leaning into the sensations, leaning into the movement. One more time, draw your knee up and lengthen your leg long. Nice, other side. So draw your left knee up, squeeze it in towards you. And then lengthen it long so it floats just above the floor. Bend your knee up, squeeze it in, and lengthen it long. And as we move, we're connecting to that satisfied feeling of feeling something unfolding, connecting, awakening in our bodies. Nice, bring both feet to the floor. So draw your right knee up towards you. This time have your arms long beside you. And now draw your right knee out towards the right. And then bring your knee back to center. Stretch your leg long. Draw your knee up towards you, out towards the right. Back to center, long. And just feel that movement in your body, out to the side, center, long. Side, center, long. Nice, try the other side. So left side draws up towards you, left knee travels out towards the left, comes back to center, and then lengthen long. Side, center, long. Side, center, long. One more time. Side, center, long. So if we go the other way, what happens? Draw your right knee up towards you. I'm going to brace my elbows into the floor and I'm going to bring my right knee over towards the right. No, over towards the left. So as I do this, I'm twisting towards the left. Come back to center. Stretch your right leg long. Draw your right knee up, over towards the left. Center, long. One more time. Right knee up, over towards the left. Drop your left thigh completely to the floor and just pause there with your right knee over towards the left. And just breathe into your belly. Soften into that sense of the right hip, right buttock, right side of your waist. Nice. Come back to center. Other side. Draw the left knee up. Rock over towards the right. Come back to center. Lengthen your leg long. Draw the left knee up. Right. And then long. One more time. Draw your knee up. Over towards the right. Let your right thigh drop completely to the floor. And then just hover there with the left thigh. Feel the distance. Notice how that is to breathe and deepen into that left hip, left side of your waist. And come back to center. Last of these movements on our back, draw the right knee up, draw the right knee to the right, and then draw the right knee to the left. So we're rocking from side to side. So right knee to the right knee to the left. And as I go to the left, I'm going to twist towards the left. Right knee to the right, and go as far as you can to bring your thigh and knee to the floor, and then right knee to the left. And so your left thigh, left side of your body is really adapting to the movement. I'm being really soft in the left side of my body, that the priority is the right knee moving as far as it can, rather than keeping my spine on the floor. And just feel that. So always with the movements we do in class, change legs. Draw the left knee up towards you, left knee to the left. You're always listening to what is wellness for me over towards the right and over towards the left. And so for me, wellness is different left and right. It has a different shape. It has a different velocity. I go slower always on the left. I'm less connected on the left. I've less strength on the left. I've less range on the left. But the left turns up and does its best every day. It's awesome. So what is your wellness and how does it express itself on the left-hand side? Nice, cool, super. So all the way up into your cat pose. And then sit your bum back into your child and just pause there in your child's pose. Head is resting either on the floor or in your hands. And just deepen your breath into your belly. So the two principles of longevity, and if we look at longevity, which is how do I do the 23 days of Nourish, so longevity of movement. And even though that for some of you who've been here for now 3.5 years or something, that might not seem like long, but for people who are beginning, 23 days of continuous practice is an eternity. So how do you stay with a practice? How do you maintain a practice? So both hands to the floor, round your back and arch your back. Round your back, arch your back. Round your back, arch your back. Nice. Next time you round your back, draw your right knee up towards you. As you come to neutral, stretch your right leg long behind you. Right knee up. So the principles for longevity are do no harm, leg long. Knee up. Do no harm is nothing you do today should prevent you practicing tomorrow. Draw your knee up. Stretch your leg long. Pause there with your leg long and back behind you. Push down into your hands and widen into your spine. So you're always staying with wellness today, because wellness today means that you can turn up and be well tomorrow. Pause there, really strong into that back leg. Nice. Bend your knee, knee to the floor. Other side, left knee up, round your back. Leg long and back behind you. Left knee up. Long. Left knee up. Long, one more time. Left knee up. Long pause there. As you pause, I'm widening into my spine. So rather than arching my back and lifting my head, sorry, it's cold. I still have my cold. I'm lengthening into my left leg and I'm widening my spine and even lifting my spine a little bit towards the ceiling. Breathe into your belly. So do no harm. Really important. Staying with sensation, staying with the wholesomeness of your movements, and really accommodating, adapting, creating your version of the movement. Push back into your downward dog. So as you lengthen back into your downward dog, pull your heels backwards. Push your hands down. The other principle for longevity, how do you do the 23 days of Nourish, is always moving forward. Now, always moving forward is turning up as much as you can. So that might be where you just rest in child's pose or lie on the floor for the 20 minutes of the class. You do whatever is possible and you lie down for the rest of it. You turn up for 5 minutes because that's all you truly can do that day. Find your way. Wiggle your knees. So bend one knee, bend the other knee. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. And just cycling into your legs, deepening into your legs. Nice. Walk your feet forward. Walk your hands back. Pause in your forward fold. Let your head drop. Lengthening into the backs of your thighs. How do you feel into your body? How do you connect into these sensations? Bend your knees a little bit. Stretch through your legs. You can have your elbows on your knees if you wish. Elbows on your knees will take the weight out of your spine. Bend your knees, lengthen your legs. So you're just focusing on the hamstrings. If you drop your hands down, then there's weight in your spine, more weight in the pelvis. Bend your knees, lengthen your legs. One more time. Bend your knees, lengthen your legs. Nice. Slowly rolling up. Pause, standing tall. Nice. So just rolling down. Drop your head, round your shoulders. Slowly round forward. Coming all the way down. Hands to the floor, bend your knees. And then rounding slowly up. So let the journey of your spine speak to you. So feel the sensations of your spine. Drop your head, feel the back of the neck. As you round forward, feel between your shoulder blades, the backs of your ribs. I feel the folding of my belly, the stretching into the pelvis, the back of the pelvis, into the legs. My thighs and my belly come in contact. And then I roll back up again. I feel the blood in my head. I feel the weight of my arms. What do you feel as you roll up and down? Did you have a big breakfast? Not so good an idea, baby. One last time. Rolling down. I'm just feeling. How is it to feel into, connect into your body? And come all the way back up. So the next movement, you can either have a wall or you can grab your stick. So I'm going to use a stick. It's easier for me here in the studio. So my left hand is on the stick on the wall, and that's beside me to the left. So draw your right knee up towards you, a bit like what we did on the floor, and then lengthen your right leg back behind you and reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Draw your right knee up. Pause. Maybe have just one finger on the wall or hold the stick lightly. So you're trying to not use the wall or the stick as much as you need to. No, that's the wrong way of saying that. Try and wobble your balance into your own body rather than over depend on the wall or the stick. Just move. Draw your knee up, squeeze it in, lengthen your leg long behind you. Draw your knee up, squeeze it in, pause there. One finger on your stick, one finger on the wall. Pause. Get taller through your standing leg. Rise up through your spine, widen your shoulders, soften your face. Breathe into your belly. Very slow, steady, smooth breathing. Nice. Other side. Right hand to the wall, right hand to your stick. Draw your left knee up, squeeze it in. Stretch the left leg long. Reach your foot back, arm up. Squeeze it in. Again, one finger on your stick, one finger on the wall. So it's amazing how little stability we need or support we need sometimes. It's a bit like stabilizers on a bicycle. You know, how much can you bring this into your own body as you move? Squeeze your knee in, feel the sensations. Lengthen your leg long, feel the opening. Last time, draw your knee in, stand tall. Just one finger on your stick. Squeeze your knee in taller, standing taller. Widen, open, connect. Nice. Great. So another balance. Left hand to the wall or your stick. Draw your right knee up, hold on to it, and then open your right knee out to the side. So if you want to make it harder, you can bring your right elbow to your right knee. If you want to make it easier, keep holding onto your right knee. Easier. I don't know if it's easier, but this way is definitely harder. Okay. Standing tall, lengthen through your spine, breathe into your belly. How do you widen and open through the whole of your body? So widen your chest, open your face, widen your shoulders, lengthen into that standing leg. Nice. Other side. Right hand to the wall, left knee up, left knee out. Pause there with your knee out to the side, or bring your elbow to your knee. And maybe feel how it is to lighten the hold on the wall or your stick. Widen everything, open everything, lengthen. Widen your eyes, open your face, feel the breath. Nice, great. So come sit on the floor, all the way down. So sitting on the floor, if you don't do it regularly already, then it's an amazing thing for your spine. People often ask me, what can I do to strengthen my lower back, increase flexibility of my legs, increase the health of my hips, my feet, my knees? Sitting on the floor, tick, 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 does all of these things. So sitting on the floor to read your book, to answer texts, to watch TV, straight away you're already strengthening something. So just roll into your ankles, big circles. Maybe just close your eyes and feel your feet as you roll your ankles. And notice where, even in the midst of the sensations of feet moving, you're going to feel what parts of my spine, my pelvis, my inner thighs, my bum, what part of me is working more because I'm sitting on the floor? Flex your feet, point your toes. Where do you feel that? Is it your bum, your back, your thighs, the belly, shoulders, head? Who knows? So bend your right knee and bring your foot to stand and just lean into that right hip like you're going to try and bring it back down to the floor. Nice, stretch your leg long. And then bend your left knee and lean into that left hip like you're going to try and bring that left hip deeply to the floor. Just feel that there's a weight and a presence that happens into that hip as we do this. Stretch your leg long. Right knee bends. So knees are really precious. Bring your left hand to the floor and reach your right hand down towards your left foot. And so if you're feeling any sharp sensations, if there's any noise coming from your knees, then either bring your foot further away or keep your leg long. Okay, so knees, you're just minding them. You're always opening them into more range if you can, slowly and steadily. Drop your head down towards your left knee and see if you can breathe into the sensations of length through the right side of your body, the deep of your waist, and find that way of drop the weight deeper into the right hip. Imagine you can get the right hip back down onto the floor as you breathe. Nice. Other side. Bend the left knee. Knee is out to the side, foot is out to the side. Bring your right hand to the floor. Slide your left hand forward towards your right foot. Just pause there. Check out this knee. How is your knee on the left? How does it feel to bend? How's the inner thigh, the hip? Nice. Drop your head down towards the right knee. Pause. Creating length through the left side of your body. Wiggle a bit. It's always really nice. Don't get stuck. It's not about being rigid in a place. It's about how do I create movement here? How do I wiggle a bit here? You know, yoga is not about creating rigidity and struggling. It's about creating movement and space and range and strength. Nice. Come all the way back. Both feet wide. Bring the soles of your feet together. So at this point, you can sit on something. So I'm just going to grab a little lift. Soles of your feet together, knees apart. Hold on to your ankles. Sit up tall. Close your eyes and deepen your breath into your belly. So this is the beginning of Nourish. So just drop your sense of awareness down into your belly, down into the pelvis, down to the weight of your breath. So for me, the weight of the breath is that as I inhale, I have a sense of buoyancy or lifting through the spine. And then as I exhale, I have this softening and surrendering and setting. And just feel the ebb and the flow, the rise and the fall, the toing and froing of levity and gravity, deepening down through the belly, through the spine. Find your space, create length through your spine, open your face, have a sense of widening through the expression on your face. You can keep your eyes closed, but just widen and open, receive. Nice. Twist towards the right. Pause. Nice. Twist towards the left. Pause. Nice. Come lie on the floor, all the way down. Land it onto the floor. Squeeze your knees up onto your chest and rock your knees from side to side. So just pausing there. Pause on the floor. And just notice, how is it to move for 20 minutes? How is it to connect and deepen? I know I've missed it deeply in my life the last few days when we haven't been practicing together. So nice to be back. Nice to be here with you. If you have any questions about anything, Sinead, my awesome sister, runs the office of Yoga with Ciara. And so in a moment, you'll see her email address. And so if you have any questions, just email Sinead at info@nother.com and she will answer you so wonderfully. So great. Thanks for joining me. It's awesome to be here. And what nourishes you? Today, I'm going to spend 5 minutes at some stage today doing something that feeds the deep of me. I think I might draw a feeling. I've been drawing more lately. It's been really, really awesome. So I'm going to draw today. What do you do to feed your soul? I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Ciao.